and I am joined by a beauty queen with her crown, by the way. Amekuja na crown yake, with a beauty queen as well as a beauty king. Beauty kings, by the way, mbona wapeangi crown? Ama wako nayo? Mbona amevaa kofia? I have so many questions. Anyway, Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya are in studio, Celestine and Richard. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank
If
you.
I may begin with the queen, because they say ladies first.
Yeah.
Kylie, tell us who
Hi.
Celestine is.
My name is Terer Celestine Chebet. I'm 21 years old from Kirinyaga University. I'm pursuing bachelor's degree in procurement and supply chain management. Yeah, and I love fashion. I love modeling. It's been a part of me for, I think, forever. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, Richard.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Richard Omondi. I'm a student at Grace University, pursuing a bachelor's degree course in commerce, finance option. I love art, fashion and design, and that's why I'm here today. Yeah, I'm part of the modeling crew, part of the Mr. and Miss Birmingham Kenya, and I can say I'm glad to be crowned the new Mr. Birmingham Kenya 2023.
Okay, I was asked, nilikuwa nashindwa, mbona wako na kofia, mbona... Do males ever? I don't think males are wanapangwa crown.
Yeah, sure. I have my crown.
Yeah.
A very big one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was kind of confused. I think sijui no nanga crown ama siwa nangi. So where is yours?
Oh, I didn't come with it. Ingechoma look. Part of my look today required me to have this.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
and it's matching with the.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you may just give us a story of how you got into modeling. Where did it start? She said that she's modeled since forever. She will tell us her story, but I want to hear yours. Where did it start?
Well, for me, when I got to campus, I loved fashion. Yeah, I loved looking good. I normally try to, I don't want people to tell my background by my looks. So I always do extra. So when I joined campus, in my first year, that was back in 2018. Second year, then people were like, whenever I am, when I'm on the road, when I'm in church, when I'm in school, when I'm in class, people are like, everybody will just question, are you a model? Are you a fashion designer? Do you have a cloth line? Yeah, so this left me thinking, like, why is everyone always seeing me like a fashion designer, like a model? And by that time, I didn't have a dream in modeling, or I didn't think of joining modeling industry. Yeah, but from that now, when I got to my third year, I thought maybe I should try this. If many people see this in me, maybe it's a potential or a talent that is hidden within me. So from there, that is when I started modeling. I trained, I joined the runway training. I did my catwalk training for like 2 years. Yeah, for like 2 years. Then on my second year, I tried my first runway. I thought it's time now to try and see what I've been training, if maybe I can get somewhere. And by good luck, that is how I went home with my first crown. That was for Mr. Grace University last year. Yeah.
Okay, so you just got into it while you were in campus. There's something you mentioned, I feel like I should not let it slide. You said that you wanted to dress a type of way so that people don't judge you from where you come from. Is it that you had a tough background, or what did that mean?
Yeah, sure. I've had a lot in the past. Yeah, I lost my mom in 2009. I lost my dad in 2003. So, after there, my grandparents took me. And one thing, when you're living with your grandparents, the only thing they know they can show you is education and food. Yeah, you can't tell your grandma, shoshoni by yenguo, by yekiatu, So this was my responsibility since I was in class 4. I could find something to do. I could burn charcoal back at home, sell and buy myself clothes. So it was just part of me. I wanted to look outstanding. So when I got to campus, I had almost 20,000 budget for just clothes. Yeah, because there is that notion that is built into us when we are back at home, that in campus people are good looking, people dress smartly, we have people who are driving. So I didn't want people to to read that background of me when I was in campus.
Yeah.
So I just had a budget for clothes and shoes.
You decided drip is forever and it's a must.
For real. Yeah. So from there now people started developing this kind of perception about me. Yeah, they viewed me as a model, as a fashion designer, and I thought maybe it's just my thing.
Okay, okay, I get that. Celestine, he mentioned that he started this journey of modeling while he was in high school. You said you've been doing this all along. Just tell us about that.
I also started my modeling journey in high school, way back when I was in Form 2. Not so much into it, but I tried to do a little bit of runway modeling in high school, just the runway and all, during the cultural days in school. Then now in Form 3, I decided to compete now seriously. I felt like maybe let me just do this, let me just try for myself, you know. So I tried, then I won actually for my Miss High School, and like, wait, so I can actually do this. So I decided to explore more and actually try to learn a little bit more of it when I got into campus in my first year. So I waited for second year so I can participate in the cultural days, because I felt like first year was too early and I felt like I was still too young to understand everything and also to get the dynamics of everything. So I waited for my second year to compete. And I competed in my second year, and I won again for my Miss University. And I actually felt proud of myself. I felt like maybe this is something that I should start doing. Maybe it's something that I should do. So I decided to do it for myself. So now moving forward, now I'm in third year actually. I'm heading to my fourth year. And it has been such a nice journey since I won my Miss University. I've gotten a lot of opportunities. I've actually explored more about myself. I've known something that I didn't know I could do. And I'm working on growing myself even more and more and more. Not only in pageant modeling, also commercial, everything about modeling. Anything that's on the runway, I'm always so ready for it. Yeah.
You mentioned runway, there's commercial. What are other types of modeling that are out there?
There's high fashion modeling, there's runway, the high fashion modeling, there's commercial, there's also the parts modeling, then the pageant now. There are a lot of modeling, there are a lot of modeling, types of modeling. So it's not only the pageant. So I feel like the pageant gives you that identification and you are out there now. Pageant, it's like a pace setter somehow. When you get into pageant modeling, it gives you like a way to the runway, the high fashion, the commercials. Yeah.
Since for both of you, from your stories, you just got into it. You know, you were not like brought in by someone who wanted to get you into this industry and all that. So I would love to get to know about the training bit. So you've been training yourselves, and just over the years, how have you honed your skills in modeling? If we may start with you.
Okay, thank you. For the modeling industry, we have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot to learn because it starts with your personal discipline. Yeah, you need to work on your discipline. You need to work on your grooming. You need to work on your interpersonal skills. You need to work on your communication skills. So it's a long journey. Yeah, that's why I took 2 years training before I got to any competition. Yeah, because I could say I could dress, but I couldn't speak well in front of people. Yeah, I could dress and walk on runway, but still I was struggling with maybe some of the grooming skills or some of the interpersonal skills. Yeah, so it takes some time for you to learn these things, and with good trainer. And also something funny about the modeling industry is that each and every trainer, because there is no like curriculum for modeling. Yeah, there is no place you go to learn like in a school. No one that I know of. So you get each and every person, they have their own ways of training. They have things they teach you. So I've been trained by a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people from my high school, from my campus mister at the time. His name was Barry Amayo. He was training me on the runway walks. Then to my first official choreographer and trainer was Edwin Karaba back in 2019. Yeah, he also trained me on walks. Then to the CEO of Vintage Models, he trained me on grooming and communication skills as well as discipline. Yeah, so it's a journey. I'm still in the learning process, and I'm still aiming also for higher pageant competitions.
Yeah, modeling sure does entail a lot. You need to work on your communication, you need to work on your posture and all that. So where did you get your training from, and how have you honed it over the years?
About modeling, first of all, it's all about passion. When you really want to do something, it won't be that hard. And I don't think you need that much of a training. If you're passionate about something and you're willing to work, you'll find it so easy to work around people, whoever is training you. So for me, I took it as it's a passion for me. So I took it as something that I wanted to do. So it was not that much of hard to train. So my training journey, way back in campus, not way back, just a few, not way back in high school, we used to train with the other models who also, so it was not that much. But when I got into campus, the reigning queens, those who are reigning, they used to train us that time, and we also used to train ourselves. Like you said, modeling has no curriculum, so whatever it is that you teach yourself there is what you'll take to stage. So anything new, anything what you just try to learn and just take it with you to the stage. So right now for Birmingham, we were trained by Edwin. Then we also have Desmond. So those have been my, let's say, my major trainers so far in my modeling career so far, the Mr. and Miss Birmingham.
Yeah. Now talk to me about Mr. and Miss Birmingham. What is it all about? If you may just start as well. Birmingham
is about industrialization. I think it's about expansion in talents. You know, you know about industrialization. It's about growth actually. So that's all I know about Birmingham. Yeah.
So, what was the experience like for you being in this pageant?
Well, intense, I would say, at first, but Birmingham has been one of the major runways that I've been in this industry. It's a big title. Yeah, as you can see, we had competitions all over the country. Yeah, we had people representing each and every county. And then now, the king of each county, we had to have a competition now to determine the overall queen. So it was intense. Yeah, but like she said, this is a game of passion and interest. Yeah, if you have passion for it, you do it with a lot of fun and joy, it becomes a lot easier. Yeah, so it's been a great journey. We are just like 2 weeks into the office since we were crowned. Yeah, we are still expecting to, to grow, to network, to socialize, to build the relationships, that are worth it. Yeah, so the experience is great, just in general, and we have a lot of expectations.
How long was the competition going for?
About a week. We had like a week bootcamp. Then now the D-Day now. That was like after a week. Yeah, but we had, before the bootcamp, we also had other competitions because they were doing some eliminations. You'd had to go through, it was a process actually. There were steps, to the last stages. Yes.
I would love to know what happens at the bootcamp. For someone who's never even heard of the word bootcamp, maybe they don't even know what it entails. If you can just let us know what you guys go through, some of the things that you do at bootcamps.
All right. At the bootcamp, okay, the main objectives or the main mission of the bootcamp is always to develop a connection between the contestants. Yeah, we don't want to develop that bad negative energy when we're getting into the competition. So it's okay. The major reason is to develop your skills, the runway skills, and also to learn some things about your portfolio, about your grooming, about your discipline. But it also provides us with a platform to network, to interact, and for the team bonding activities and stuff. So what happens at the bootcamp? One is the training. We also learn the stuff, things to do with portfolio management and stuff. We do some of the fitness and aerobics, also just for general body fitness. We also have fun. We play some games just for the team bonding and stuff. So there are a lot that happens in bootcamp. And I can say in this industry, the best part of it is the bootcamp. Because if you have that passion and you go there with a positive mindset, you'll actually gain a lot during the bootcamp than even the competition. Just that the competition, everybody wants to win, but the bootcamp helps us to reduce that pressure. Yeah, the pressure that comes. Other than if you can just be picked from somewhere, then you're told that today you're going on the runway, you're going to compete, you know. So if we develop those relationships within ourselves, it becomes a lot easier. Even if you're out of here, you get that you've developed 1 or 2 connections, you've grown your network, you know, you've increased your inner cycle. Yeah, that's what happens to bootcamp.
Yeah, when you were getting into this competition, did you know you were going to win? Like, did you have a feeling this one is actually going to be mine? And yeah, just first answer that.
No, because the first time, when actually, personally, let me speak for myself. When I got there, there were so many beautiful people. I was like, wow, I think this is it now. You know, it's good to be in a competition. It's good to feel that pressure. It's good to feel that tension, because nothing prepares you more than the pressure and the tension. So when I got there, I was like, oh, wow, so this is it now. There are so many beautiful people. I'm like, this is it now, so let's just do it. Let me just do it. Let me just see how far I can go. So I didn't expect to win. I honestly didn't expect to win. Everybody was so good. Everybody was really working hard. People were so disciplined. People really wanted it, and people were so into it. The friendships and everything that we created during the boot camp, it was all just pure. It was all pure, and everybody just wanted the best for everyone. So if you want the best for everyone, you cannot... Okay, you'll want the best for yourself, but you'll also want the best for someone else also. So it was like a fair game. We were all in the game, and we were just, whoever made the best person win, and we were just going to be happy for them. Yeah, everybody had the potential, they had the skills, they had everything. They just came with their A game. Yeah.
Richard, did you think you were going to win?
Well, for me, no. Because funny enough, I can say my growth in the modeling industry has been, the curve has just been rising. Yeah, because the first runway I was in was for Mr. Gretzer. From there I went to Mr. Thika, and then this was my 3rd runway. So I went there to explore and learn. And even when we were at the boot camp, you could hear stories. We have people who have been into the modeling industry for 5 years, people who have stepped runways up to Mr. World, you know. So funny enough, this was the only competition that I didn't get into with the mentality of winning. I went there for the exposure and to get myself ready. Yeah, I said, if this one slips, next year it's me and them. So I went there with that mindset of exposure. I didn't actually want to win because I thought it might not be easy. We have people who even won the same runway last year. This was their 2nd time of trial. So I thought maybe they're far much better. Yeah, but please God.
Mungu ni nani? God did. You know, right now we will be taking a short break, but when we come back, they are going to be telling us what makes a good model. And I am sure maybe there have been some embarrassing moments in the process. Maybe wewe na heels, you were just getting started with them. Ushawahi anguka on stage. We'll be finding that out when we come back. Today we are getting to know what happens behind the modeling scene. You know, we see beauty queens, we see misters out here, you know, beauty kings. But do we know exactly what happens behind the scenes? And do we also get to know, you know, behind all that glitz and glam, do they ever face some difficulties as they do this? They are here, so they are going to be telling us all about that. But before we talk about that, what makes a good model, Cele?
A good model. What makes a good model? Discipline. First of all, discipline. Your discipline will take you far. You have to be very, very disciplined in what you do and be very objective. If you're going to do this, you are going to do that. Be very objective of what you want, discipline, and also passion. There's no way you can do something when you're not driven by something. So passion, discipline, and also be very objective. Yeah, so that's that's what actually controls me. That's me now.
Okay.
I ensure that I'm disciplined. I'm driven by my passion, and also I'm very objective with what I want. Yeah.
What about you, Richard?
Yes. What makes a good model?
Think? Yeah.
Is actually being goal-oriented. You know, funny thing, in the modeling industry is the only part of the entertainment industry that fun alone can take you somewhere. If you come into the modeling industry to have fun, it won't work well. Yeah, but if you are goal-oriented, your objective is what you want, and then driven by passion, again, you know, that's what takes you. So that's what makes a good model. And like she said, discipline. Yeah, in this industry, discipline is everything. How you handle people around you, how you handle your trainers, yeah, how you handle people who are older than you in this industry. You know, yeah, you just view each and every person as a teacher, each and every step as a learning process. Yeah, because things change very fast. In fact, this is a very dynamic industry. So that discipline and how you relate with people you get into this industry, that's what takes you somewhere in this industry.
For us as outsiders, all we see when we talk about modeling and the runway, all we see is the glitz, the glam, you know, the beauty. We just look at you looking all good, you know, all made up with this good fashion, and you just walking. Is it as easy as it looks?
No. It's no. What I can say, oh my God, disappointments behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, the disappointments. Sometimes you can be disappointed by your designer. That's what most models get, designers. They get disappointed by their designers. Maybe you've ordered something, a category, then your designer is assuring you that I'll get it to you on time. They don't get there on time. Now you have to put up something. You just have to come up with something. And that's a category as important as a creative category. That's something that you cannot put up in 2 minutes unless you're just going to give up the whole category. So disappointments mostly, and then also the tension actually. Most of the models, they get the tension. Before getting on stage, you get that anxiety. You start crying, you don't know how to deal with things. You're like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. Then the tension gets into you, and you find that you cannot even handle the stage anymore. So, but I see most of the people, when they get on the runway, they actually control it, and they know how to work well with it. Yeah. Yeah,
so it's not as easy as we look at it, or as we perceive it to be.
Yeah, sure. It's not easy. So you get, for a competition, you have a budget for even not less than 20,000. It's just that that's just a single competition, you know, because you want to be the best, you want to be the most outstanding on that stage. So the resources, it's a difficulty, it's a challenge that I think most models face today. Yeah, because now the world that we're living today, nowadays each and every person sees a source of income in everything. You know, before you could go to your friends and ask them for suits and stuff. Nowadays, even your friends, they'll tell you, how much are you giving me? Yeah, for my suit to be on that runway. You get. Yeah, so that is the main challenge you are facing.
So that's your budget as models?
That is the minimum. You can have if you're going to a runway, like for Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya. That is for like approximately 4 or 5 categories. Yeah, if you want to dress from head.
Which are on your budget?
To toe. That is on your budget.
Okay.
Yeah, that is part of your planning. So if you try to, you know, if you limit that, in a way, you are trying to cut down the budget. Kitakuramba. Kitakuramba, yeah, because you'll get somebody has invested 70,000 on a single runway. You know.
And then you don't win.
And then you don't win, you cry.
Because now you have to, maybe let's say, purchasing a dinner dress.
Yeah.
You know, you want to stand out.
You want to stand out, definitely.
You want to stand out, you want to look different, and you want to perform, you want to present something good. Of course, you'll go for something that's quality, and that's money. And also the creativity, trying to get the pieces, and also other categories. Yeah.
Speaking of categories, there are many categories in on the runway, you know, on runway competitions, from formal wear, dinner wear, traditional wear, swimwear. Is there a category that you really don't like, maybe? Is there a category that you feel like, this category, maybe?
Okay, for me, I'd say creativity. Because now creativity, you've made the creativity, now you're going to present it. It can either work out or not work out. It's just between the two. It's either yes or no. There's no in between. Because maybe you're working on a theme, then that theme you don't meet the requirements. Maybe the theme was about like at Birmingham we had industrial body health and mind. You're doing something out of the world. You've really created something good, but now you don't get to where you don't actually fit the expectations. You don't fit to what it was expected, you're expected to do. And you've really invested in that creativity. You've bought materials, and you know, creative, you have to like make something out of. You don't have, you're not supposed to use a cloth or something. You're supposed to use waste materials. So you can imagine getting all those waste materials, and then you don't meet the requirements. You don't meet the requirements for the creative, for that theme. So for me, creative is always a little bit but we try, we just move, we move.
Yeah. Which one is the hard one for you among the categories?
Okay, me, I think I don't like Halloween.
Oh, there's a Halloween category?
There's a Halloween category. Whenever I see Halloween in an event, I don't like it. But I think creativity. I don't like it because getting the makeup and stuff. You know, Halloween people always think the same. It's either money heist or those stuffs, Joker.
Yeah.
You know, so to make something different is a bit difficult. You have to maybe spend a lot on the makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
For the creativity, it's difficult, but that is now what defines you as a model. Yeah, it's what defines you, your creativity. Yeah, this is a creative and art industry.
Okay.
So creativity cuts across all the categories, be it swimwear. Everybody can come with a bikini on the stage. So what will make you outstanding? You know, be it dinnerwear. Everybody will come with a suit. So what will make your suit outstanding? So creativity, it cuts across, but now for that particular category, the difference is that you don't have to use fabrics. Yeah, you have to use waste materials. So sometimes, according to the theme now, there are some themes. If themes is about climate action, it's a bit easier. If the theme is about mental health, you can figure out something. Yeah, when it comes now into industrialization, or global warming,
health and mind.
yeah, you have to stretch a bit. You have to stretch a bit. So, but that's what makes you.
So, what outfit did you have on in the creative category?
In the creative category,
yeah, for industrialization.
I wish I could have the picture. I could have shown you. Yeah, but I tried to figure out something because from how I understand industrialization, it's all about innovation. Yeah, putting into other use the waste products so that we can also promote sustainability. So I tried.
What products did you use?
I use CDs. You know, CDs nowadays they don't. The CD, like the cassettes. Yeah, they're not into usage nowadays. Yeah, they have been dubbed. So they just so I used that to create something, and then also I used the polythene papers. Okay. Now the rubber bands, to create something.
What did you use, Stella?
I worked with sewing materials. Like I did a Bridgerton inspired look, just the look, because I did a ball skirt made of measuring tapes, literally all round tape measures, the long ones, all round, and then the corset top was made of buttons, and then my headpiece was some straws with what do we call this, the threads. The threads. I used the threads. So, and then the accessorizing with the zips, with the buttons. So, it was all about fashion and everything about sewing materials.
Okay, you guys must have done well because you're here, you won. So you did good, right? Yeah. There's normally the Q&A session. Yes? Let's talk about that. What is the most difficult question maybe you've ever been asked while on stage, for that Q&A session, either in this particular competition or any other that you've participated in? What's the most difficult question that was posed to you and you were just like, hapa kitaniramba?
There's a competition I went to, and I was asked 3 members that sits in the CRC committee for the climate action. So that was, I didn't even know one. But something nice about this industry, the Q&A, yes, they test your general knowledge, but again, they test your ability to address issues. If they ask you a question on that, so what I did, I just told them what I know about the CRC committee.
You're not answering the question that you asked. We used to do that.
I answer the question with my own question now, and then I answer my question.
Just so they know. It's not like that I'm dumb. I know what we're talking about. It's just that I don't know these people.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I just told them what CRC does, and some of their achievements over the past years to impact the climate action and climate change. But for the individual, the specific names, I didn't have them at the time.
Yeah. What's the most difficult question that was posed to you?
For me, I don't want to say I've never been asked a difficult question, but for me, all the questions I've been asked, they've never been that particular like how these questions have been. I've never been asked like who is there or what is there, you get. I've just been asked like how can you deal with this and this in a certain area, like how can you work with this and this. All of my questions have been based on how can you deal. So that's all about how you understand things generally, and I've been able to answer according to my understanding of things. Yeah, so like the Birmingham, I was asked, if not you, who do you think should win this competition? Yeah, so that's in such a question you're not supposed. It
sounds like a trick question, you know.
No, but you're supposed to answer it in terms of you're supposed to stabilize it. You're not supposed to favor yourself and favor someone because everybody there is in a competition. Everybody is actually aiming for one thing. So everybody there is beautiful, knowledgeable, and they're good. They're all good at it. So you just try to answer it in terms of everybody here is good. So I don't want to pick out all of these people here. They're good. So that's how I answered it. Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned something to do with nerves. You know, people don't know that you get this nervousness every time before you walk on that runway. Maybe a tip of what you do to get over the nerves or the nervousness?
Okay, first of all, you try to pick a person in the audience. Try to focus on them, on the forehead, so that you won't get those funny faces. You know, there are some people who can actually want you to lose intentionally, you get, because they know you're nervous. There's some people who know you're nervous and they can see that you're nervous. So you can pick out someone and focus on them, not even their face, just somewhere, a place. You can just focus so that you can keep you're steady, and also you don't have that look. You know, someone can look at you, they're not even smiling, they're not even cheering you, they're not clapping for you. So you're like, am I doing bad? How am I performing? And you'll be discouraged. So that's how I mostly handle myself in stage. I just try to focus on something and I just do my thing and I get out of stage.
Yeah.
And you also talk to yourself. Call yourself a little meeting. You know, tell yourself that you can do this. If you've reached that far, you're on stage, so you are picked. Actually, you've been selected to do something.
You deserve to be there.
Yeah, you deserve to be there. If you're told that you're so good at it, it's like you've been told you're good at this. Show us what you can do. We believe in you. So if you tell yourself that and you convince yourself, I don't think that you will feel that ish to get into stage. Yeah, you'll be okay and you'll be good. Yeah.
You've talked about looking at a particular person.
Yeah.
I remember when we were doing public speaking back in primary school, we used to be told when you're there and there's this many people in the room, what you do, you look at their foreheads.
Yes.
Don't look at their eyes. Just look at their foreheads and do your thing.
Because maybe someone is actually happy for you, but they just want to. Maybe they're even mesmerized by what you are doing. They're like, wow. They're like, wow, she's so good and all, he's so good.
Yeah.
But now with your overthinking, you're just like, what? Okay, they're not even smiling, they're not clapping for me.
Yeah.
Am I underperforming? So you just need to stabilize everything, to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just tell yourself that I can do it.
And you just get a focus.
Yeah. Do you have a Kenya for dealing with your nerves?
It's a funny thing. Normally when we're in trainings, we're normally told when you're on the backstage, just have fun. Yeah, when the DJ is playing music for the particular person on the stage, on the runway, dance to that music to reduce the attention. Now, to me, it's different. I normally see that as my own time to meditate. So before I get into the runway, I don't talk.
You don't talk to anyone?
Yeah, I just deep breathe. Yeah, I just take in a deep breath and out. Then I get into the stage. But I can say also I trust my confidence. Nervousness, it's normal. Yeah, it just comes. However confident you are, it will come out. But the moment I take in a deep breath and out, then I get into the stage. Then my focus is always on the judges, maybe. Yeah, the fans, kidogo, I don't like engaging the fans because in that fans, there's somebody who brought in a whole lorry of fans.
Yeah.
Almost 100 people. And then there's you with your 5 people. You know, so the 100 people, they have 2 roles or 2 responsibilities there, to cheer that person and to demotivate the others. So if you focus on them, they'll demotivate you big time.
So I am the prize. The people who are going to judge you, you are the people that I'm going to
people
focus
are
on.
fair.
Yeah. Okay.
So focus on them.
All right. Either of you can answer this question. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment on stage where you fell? If you have, then you're the one to answer.
For sure. I have. On my first runway, I fell. Yeah, I fell. The stage was a bit small, and it was my first runway. I was a lot tensed. So I went, I did my thing. Then when I was coming back, nilikuwa nimesign in the wrong side. So when I was to do the one step back, I fell. But good thing enough, I didn't fall down. And eventually nilishuka kwa stage. Then, me with my creativity, I just proceeded. Like that was my style of leaving the stage. So very few people noticed that I fell. Yeah, but
so they thought that was part of your choreography.
They thought that was my part of my choreography because I had done. I was actually coming back, so I just fell. I just stepped down and then did my T-turn. Eyes on the judges, and I left as if nothing happened. Yeah. Okay. But at that time, my heart was pumping so hard. I felt like I'd lost the competition, but funny enough, I won.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That clear depiction of ukianguka, rise up, clean yourself up, and move. You know, continue moving. As we wind up, because I also want you guys to like give us a walk. Utuonyeshe kwanza, you know, both of you. But before we finish, or before we get to that, I would love to know what that crown means to you.
Okay.
Being crowned as Miss Birmingham, Kenya 2023. What does that mean?
This crown to me, it means, to me, it's something very big. You know, it's something that I won't take for granted, and I'd like to use this crown to also inspire and motivate someone else who also wants to be like me. I want to do things that will be able to teach and also tell other people that, you know, in pageant modeling, it's not always about the beauty and everything. It's always what you do and the impact that you leave after the crowning. So this crown has literally given me like a go ahead to do something, like, you know. So it's me giving you this crown. I now want you. I give you now the permission to do this and this. So this crown holds a lot to me. It has written a lot of. It's like I have so much to do. There's so much to do that I want to do before the end of this reign, and I'm very objective with what I want to do. So by the end of the reign, I'd like to inspire someone. I want to look back and be like, wow. You know, I want people to look back and be like, wow, she did great. She was great. She was good, and we really love her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does your crown mean?
Okay, my crown gives me an opportunity to enhance the impact that I want to have on the youth at large, because I believe focusing on my story, on my life story since I was a kid until now, I've gone through a lot, but I can say it has never undermined any of my things, not even my education. I've never failed at any particular point. Yeah, not in these competitions, I've never failed because of that. So I think I have a lot. There's something unique about me that I want a platform to share with the fellow youths. I want to leave that positive impact. So the things that I do, and also, you know, there's this notion that is developed into today's society, that you need school to do everything. But that is something I need to counter. I want to tell people that maybe you can begin with what you have at hand. Instead of waiting to graduate and get good jobs and stuff, there's more into that. There is something you can do. If you can draw, if you can model, if you can sing, there's something you can do with your talent. So I just want to focus on how I can create visibility and capacity building among the youths, the young generation. Because today, there's nothing. There's no jobs. There's no jobs. Look at me now. The people we did Form 4 with, but right now they see me like somebody really great, you know. Because appearing here, being Mr. Birmingham, Kenya, and some of the things that I've achieved. But this is because I've always done extra. Yeah, I've always done extra to improve, increase that visibility, and also to build my capacity and build networks and relationships. Yeah, so I just want to impact the youth at large. I help them build their visibility and just live by the notion that I am because you are, and they are because I am. I'm here because of someone, and I believe somebody will be here because of me.
Okay, good way to end. Sasa tupatie that winning walk, the walk that made you guys be crowned. You can just stand. We have the walk. I guess that's your camera, camera 1, right? Camera 1. There's a songea tu hapo, and then we do it. We do it. We get the winning walk. Did you come up take your ngoma, ama you will just play a song on your mind?
My crown is not a little, it's a little bit shaky.
It's a bit shaky. You can remove it if it's shaky. Okay. You just do the walk without it.
Okay, so I go this way.
Yeah, you just go that way as you exit.
Like that.
As you exit, as you finish. Okay, go. Nice. Mr. Birmingham, Kenya.
Yeah.
And that is how they exit the stage right here. That was Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya 2023 with their winning walks. Now we have come to the end of the show. We appreciate each and every one of you that has been tuned in from the beginning when we started at 6 up till now at 9:45. See you next week. Bye-bye.